Today's reality is, if you want a brand new car but your budget is below 1,000,000 Philippine pesos, then you're just limited to a small commuter city car. Now, that is a reality that Geely wants to change with this GX3 Pro. You see, what we have here is the current top-spec GX3 Pro in the country, the GX3 Pro Comfort, and in this video, we get to check it out. Let's do this. Let's face it, when it comes to vehicle preference here in the Philippines, crossovers and SUVs carry a greater appeal than sedans. So while Geely has the Emgrand as their contender in the sub-million price level, it is still no match to a crossover in terms of desirability. This is the main reason why the GX3 Pro is now here. The Geely GX3 Pro offers an SUV body type for value car buyers, and it is even priced lower than the Emgrand sibling. This top-spec GX3 Pro Comfort retails for 878,000 Philippine pesos, which is over 100 grand less than the top-spec Emgrand. With such an attractive price level, is the GX3 Pro Comfort the deal of the year, or is it a case of you get what you pay for? But before we begin, special thanks to Geely Fairview for providing the GX3 Pro Comfort to do this car feature. Here at Reagan's Rides, we do car reviews of SUVs, sports cars, trucks, and everything in between. So subscribe and hit the bell. At the time of this shoot, the GX3 Pro Comfort is the top-spec trim of the local GX3 Pro lineup, but considering that the Emgrand has a premium trim above the Comfort trim, then there is a possibility that we might get a GX3 Pro Premium in the future. Now, I'm not confirming it, and I'm not even saying that it's gonna happen, but given the circumstances, yeah, it's a possibility. Now anyway, this GX3 Pro Comfort may be an SUV body, but when it comes to the overall dimensions, it is a tad bit smaller than the Geely Emgrand. However, it doesn't really look like it's smaller, mainly because we have this large and imposing Geely front grille right there, paired with these large and wide open headlight housing units. Now, of course, this being a more affordable vehicle, we can expect some cuts in terms of features because this GX3 Pro Comfort does not get LED headlights. Instead, we just have regular halogen headlights here, but thankfully, we still have LED DRLs right here at the sides of the front bumper. The small size of the GX3 Pro Comfort makes it look more like a lifted hatchback than an actual SUV. The 16-inch alloy wheels there also doesn't help its cause, especially nowadays where 17s are the minimum acceptable wheel size for SUVs and crossovers. Well, at least behind those wheels, we still get four-wheel disc brakes here, which is the only premium mechanical bit that we get for the side profile of the GX3 Pro Comfort. You see, the suspension system is still a standard affair. We have a MacPherson front suspension and a torsion beam at the back, which is pretty much a budget meal suspension system. And the side mirrors are not even power folding. Well, at least we still have this gorgeous carbon fiber side mirror housing design, plus it also comes with LED turn signals. Now, these cuts are necessary in order to bring the price of the GX3 Pro Comfort down to this competitive level. And well, being an SUV body, well, at least it still gets a respectable amount of ground clearance because the ground clearance of this vehicle right here is 185 millimeters. Under the hood, we get the same engine that can be found in the Geely Emgrand. This is a 1.5-liter 4-cylinder naturally aspirated gasoline motor that pumps out 102 horsepower and 142 Newton meters of torque. Now the power is sent to the front wheels via a CVT transmission. Now friends, this is a basic and no-frills engine, perfect for comfortable city driving. However, unlike the Geely Emgrand though, which gets 3 drive modes, this Geely GX3 Pro Comfort only gets 2 drive modes, which is normal and sport mode. As a value subcompact SUV, our cabin expectations for the GX3 Pro Comfort is quite low, which is why this vehicle delivered quite the pleasant surprise to me as I stepped into this cabin. You see, despite the price, we still get faux black leather seats here that come with contrast red stitching. Now, granted, we don't have power adjustments for the front seats, but considering the price category, it's not really an issue. Now, we also have a leather-wrapped steering wheel here with contrast red stitching as well, and I do love the girth of the steering wheels of Geely's, and I can say the same for this GX3 Pro Comfort. However, this steering wheel only tilts. I mean, we don't have a telescopic function here, but yeah, again, given the price, I am not one to complain. Now, the gauge cluster is a standard affair. We have a tachometer and a speedometer layout there, and we also have a multi-information display. Now, there's also an 8-inch touchscreen infotainment system, which comes with a reverse camera image, because just like the other local Geelys, the GX3 Pro Comfort still does not get Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so you're just limited to Bluetooth connectivity here. Now, when it comes to the safety bits, as you're seeing on your screen, we get the standard set of passive safety features here. I mean, for the price, we can't really expect like driver assist aids, at least for this category, right? Anyway, the rest of the cabin is pretty similar to the Geely Emgrand in terms of layout, although we don't get the soft touch materials that the Emgrand has. I mean, like the soft touch materials on the dashboard, because this GX3 Pro gets hard plastics on the dashboards. We do have a pretty cool brush garnish there in the middle dashboard, although the AC control layout is the same as the Geely Emgrand. The same with the shifter here. It's the same shifter as the one found in the Emgrand, although we don't have an electronic park brake here. Instead, we just have a manual handbrake, again, because it is the more affordable vehicle. But yeah, we do get a tiny sunroof up there, which for what it's worth, yeah, adds a little bit of a premium factor. One of the usual compromises of these small city crossovers would be the back seat space. Now, thankfully, the GX3 Pro Comfort has a bit of a chunky body, which means that we get a respectable amount of back seat space here. I mean, sitting here right now, guys, I have enough space to feel comfortable, and this would be valid for 2 average Asian adults. Heck, you can even put a third one in the middle, and it's not going to feel as tight and as cramped as the other small city crossovers out there. I guess credit should also be given to the large, picturesque windows here at the back, which gives this space really more of an airy feeling. However, in terms of amenities though, being a budget or a value city crossover, we can't really expect much. We only have a solo USB charge port here, we don't have any AC vents there, and we don't even get a center armrest. The rear end has a sporty design here that will appeal to the younger buyers out there. We have full LED taillight units here that frame that Geely name right there in the middle. Now, we also have a rear bumper that has a lot of sporty design cues here that give it a truly aggressive look. Now, when you pop open the manual liftgate, the GX3 Pro returns 400 liters of cargo space, which can fit my large Sky Travel luggage right here. Let's see, let me show you. Right? Yep, there you go. So you can easily put a large Sky Travel luggage there, and if you need more space, you can always tumble down the second row seats, which further expands your cargo capacity. Now, in case you suffer a flat tire, fret not, because the GX3 Pro also comes with a donut spare tire for your added peace of mind. While the GX3 Pro Comfort does not offer much more than you'd expect from a small Chinese crossover at this price level, it still fills in the need for an affordable Geely small crossover. It's pretty much an Emgrand that has a higher ground clearance, which by itself should already appeal to a larger group of buyers. It may not be the deal of the year, but it still delivers a little bit more than what you pay for. Thanks for watching.